How's it going, YouTube? Andrew from Team Gladiator coming at you with my second video. This is a box of OTS 30. I opened one already. This will be my second box. So we're going to open it up, see how we're doing, go from there. In the first video, I mentioned that we're to comment down below to let me know what you think about which box would be better in terms of the alties and the number of alties, I guess. So do that again for this video. Let me know if you thought box number 1 was better or box number 2 right here, or if you think they'll have the same alties or the same stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to throw all the packs over to the side real quick. We're going to open it up, go from there. Yeah, so let's go from that. I also said in the last video, if you are going to the 300th YCS, let me know which one location you guys are going to, what deck you guys are playing, and what matchup you guys are afraid to of the most and you don't want to see. Sadly, I will not be going to the YCS. My friends are all heading out, so good luck to all of them. Somebody bring home a top or a win or something, and that would be great. Other than that, like I said, I sadly can't attend the 300th YCS. A month from now, though, I will be going to the Philadelphia Regional on, I believe it's March 14th, which is a Saturday in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then 2 weeks later, I will be going to a regional down in Maryland. So if you're going to be at either of those regionals, definitely come say hello, check it, say what's up and whatnot. Maybe we can get some games in. Yeah, we'll see. But definitely come say hello if you see me. I will be wearing a Team Gladiator shirt to both the Philadelphia Regional and the Maryland Regional in the middle and end of March. So other than that, though, just opening up 100 more packs of OTS 30. So far, I got basically everything I wanted for the alties. But yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, there we go. We got an altie right there, the Rocket Tracer. If you guys haven't checked out the first video, go check that out, of course. I'm pretty sure in that first video, I actually said the word altie about, something about getting one, and then we've packed an altie like in that next pack, and I kind of just did that again right there. So it's kind of crazy how, that has happened yet again. These are 100 packs, and they are completely random. But yeah, I do believe you're supposed to get on average 5 or 6 alties in one of these boxes. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get a little less. But yeah, so far we already got one, so that's pretty nice. We'll keep opening up and hopefully get some more. With these alties, I know some people don't love this OTS pack. They may think some other stuff would be better as an ultimate rare compared to these and the other two. I'm actually kind of hyped for this. I am playing some decks that do need this stuff, like the Ulti Typhon. I have certain decks that I am playing 2 Typhon in, so, kind of want to have 2 type alties for that. For National Night, I have been playing a bunch of K9 lately, so pretty happy that, that we have a Ulti National Night. As for the Rocket Ulti, I don't know if I'm going to make that deck. It's an option at some point now that I have, I'm going to have a bunch of alties of these. I definitely want to potentially give that a shot at some point. But yeah, we'll keep opening these packs and hopefully get a whole bunch more alties of everything. Oh, there we go. A Typhon right there. Gorgeous right there. I'm so happy this is an ulti now. Just it matches the Zeus now that you have a Typhon and Zeus as ultis. It's kind of sweet. You can just play both of them. They're kind of counterparts and whatnot. So being able to play both of them as ultis is just absolutely phenomenal, and I love it. What do you guys think is the coolest new deck, the Burst Protocol that you guys want to give a shot, whether it's old deck, new deck, you know, what deck with the new cards do you think will be your favorite to play, you know, least favorite to play against? I'm really looking forward to playing Radiant Typhoon. I do have the whole deck. I just have to still order some crowns and the hand trap and everything like that. But I'm going to love playing that deck, I think. Yeah, as soon as they announced that there was going to be an NXT deck, I'm like, I was all in. I'm like, I have to get these cards. I haven't touched it in a bit though, sadly, but definitely once I get all the cards I need for it, I'm going to build that, bring it to locals. Definitely think that might be a potential candidate for me to bring to the 2 regionals I have next month in March in Philly and Maryland. I don't know exactly what I'm playing. That's a bit out, but right now I'm loving the K9 Kashtira deck that I've been playing. But come on, Radiant Typhoon, like I definitely feel like that deck's a little, I don't want to say underrated because people have a lot of high hopes for it. But if you guys have looked at any of the regionals that had happened last weekend, which is the weekend before the 300th YCS, there's actually were not as many tops with Radiant Typhoon as other decks. Like I knew Dracotail had Branded Dracotail had a lot of decks topping, of course. Believe it or not, Malice actually was doing a whole lot. Now that people aren't citing Lancia, I feel like that Malice can definitely take over again, even with the white binder and whatnot. And we just had to be careful of that. I do not want a return of the Malice deck, but it does feel like that is doing stuff, and you're not gonna, you know, just be citing Lancia for that when you don't even know if you're gonna play the deck. But again, that deck is just so annoying. It's always a threat. Believe it or not, in recent memory, Malice is probably one of the decks that I have lost to the most. And I just think it's because, like, if you see Lancia, you know, you should be winning that game. But if you don't, like, it's an uphill battle. Not to mention all the math you got to do against when you're playing with or against that deck. It's just so much math. Oh, here we go. We got our third ulti, another tracer right there. There we go, baby. I think we're about halfway done the packs for the second box here. So 3 ultis is pretty nice for that. But yeah, you know, I'm really liking these ultis. I do think they look pretty cool. And again, you know, it's all stuff that for the most part I think I'm going to be using. So you know, I definitely like it. If you're not going to be using the rocket stuff, or if you don't play K9 with the Nash Knight, I can definitely see where people don't like this set. But in a case like mine where I'm actually using these cards, you know, definitely kind of excited that I have them. What do you guys think of Magnet Warrior now, or the new Archfiend deck and whatnot? Do you guys think those decks would do anything? Maybe not at a YCS level, but and same thing with regional. It's probably not topping, but do you think you're gonna get your invite at a regional with the Magnet Warriors or with the new Archfiend deck? Because I feel like out of all the new types of cards that are in the new Burst Protocol, those decks, not that they're not getting talked about, but they're just like, you're not seeing anything about them compared to Typhoon, Radiant Typhoon, or the Dracotail stuff, and the other decks, of course, too. You just people are talking about all that more. You're talking about the Dark Lords and whatnot. I just feel like there's certain decks that, you know, you're not going to top a regional with this Magnet Warrior unless it is your day. But I feel like, you know, you could definitely get your invite, potentially, if you have the right build, if you're the right player. But we'll see how they really turn out. They're not a deck that I would ever really worry about, but I definitely think there has some cool concepts. But speaking of some cards that they kind of missed in the set, I feel like they should have put maybe some of the Magnet Warriors that were from the deck that came out back, the Yu-Gi deck when the hybrid deck with the ABCs came out. The Magnet Warriors were never meta, obviously, so they never reprinted that stuff. But I feel like they should have put some of the Magnet Warriors in here. Just that would have been great with the new cards. Because some of those hollows from that deck are stupid expensive right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, as of recently, one of the Super Magnet Wars was like $20 or something at least, if not more. And it's, you know, if you want to play that deck, because like all the new stuff, it's low rarity, it's cheap, but you're only spending an arm and a leg just to find them, let alone trade or buy them, and it's so crazy. Another Chaotic Elements. Love that card. So happy it's a Super now. My friends and I were super hyped for that. I'm so happy we don't have to play a common anymore, basically. Another Crystron. We got 3 ultis so far. Can we get 2 more? Can we get 1 more? Oh, speaking of, I did it again. I've done this so many times in both videos where I have mentioned, can we get an ulti, and I have packed it in the next pack. I don't know if I'm just, psychic now or something like that, or it's, I just happen to be saying it after a while not back in one. But I swear I've done that more than I should have so far in both these videos combined. If you guys can hear that, I just had a tower of the empty packs just fall on the ground. So if you heard a bunch of stuff just fall, I am sorry for that. But a big mountain of them just happened to just tumble off the table. Oh, there we go. Another Typhon. Look at that. That's gorgeous. There we go, we got 5 right there. I think we still have a good 20-25 packs remaining, so this kind of makes me think that we may or may not get 1 more ulti. Maybe like 20, I don't know. It's hard to tell with these packs. They're so poofy when they're laying flat, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly how many you got. Another Archfiend. Another Archmage. That pack just ripped it really weird. Another Kribo token. What do you guys think of the tokens in these packs? I love the Kribo token. I'm such a big fan of old school, original in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series, and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. They're by far my favorite too. So I just love these Kribo tokens. I just want to collect like every single one that I can. I just think they're a really cool looking token. Some of the tokens are just very stupid in my opinion, but I really like the Kribo one personally. So I think we have about 10 packs remaining now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we have exactly 10 packs remaining. As long as I counted that correctly. So hopefully you can get 1 more ulti in here. If not, I'll say this pretty good haul so far. The Star Ham. Which hamster card is your favorite? Do you like Star Ham, Master of Ham, Super Dimple Mega Hamster? Do you guys have a favorite hamster card? I would say I love Master of Ham. I think it's just such a cool card. I'm so happy that I got the Ultra and this past year's Megatons. But yeah, hamsters are just, they're a cool animal. I won't spoil, or I won't tell you guys the whole story again, but in the first video of the first box, I told a whole story about how the only thing I am allergic to is hamsters, and I'm very allergic to them. So if you're interested in that story, go check out the first video. Yeah. We got 3 packs remaining. Can we pack 1 more ulti in the last 3? That would be insane. I got 2 more. And last pack magic. No, we did not get an ulti. Either way, our ultis are, for this box, we got 2 ulti Typhon, an ulti Nash Knight, and 2 Tracer. So again, if you guys have not seen that first video, go check it out. Let me know which box you guys think was better. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Later, guys.